Let's count down the top 10 rides at Legoland Billund. Number 10, Lego NINJAGO The Ride. Get your 3D glasses on and your ninja hands at the ready. As for our first adventure of many, we are going to join everyone's favourite Lego ninjas for a training exercise like no other. And no, not only because you, with help of course from the legendary Master Wu, will have to master the elements of fire, earth, lightning and ice, but rather that this exercise will quickly turn into an action-packed battle with the Great Devourer trying to take over the world. Do not worry though, as by shooting your hands forward like in your training, you will be able to finally defeat it, but most importantly get the highest score than all of your fellow ninjas. Number 9, Lego Canoe. Denmark is not known for its hot weather, but no matter whether it is sunny or raining Lego bricks, a trip to the park is nowhere near complete without exploring the wilderness in your very own canoe. Also, do not worry too much about getting wet, as unlike some of the other rides at the park, which just constantly chucks water at you, Lego Canoe does feature a giant plummet at the end, but mainly takes you on a stunning whitewater experience around lots of Lego animals such as beavers, bears and an occasional rattlesnake, which is pretty hysterical if you ask me. Number 8, Viking River Splash. Talking about rides that sole purpose is to get you wet, let me give you Viking Splash, as from first sight it may look like a fun family rapids consisting of lots of Viking theming and scenery. Well, that is until you encounter the drop, that is, as if you are a cheeky Viking and somehow manage to avoid the hidden water cannons and spraying characters. There is nowhere to hide from that 8-meter plunge that is about to follow. And if you are a fainter Viking, then locate those water guns, as trust me, once getting soaked, there is nothing better than getting sprayed once again by your friends. Number 7, Flying Eagle. Get ready to take flight with the majestic eagles, as situated in my favourite Legoland land, and funny enough, the first one ever created, Lego Town. You will be able to feel a rush of these wild birds as you twist, turn, drop and even bounce around the world famous Eagle Rock, which is totally wild if you ask me. Just beware though that there is only a one bird operation for this flight, therefore if you want to head on the wildest flight in the wilderness, it is a must do for your visit. Then be sure to arrive early on, as unlike the majority of adventures, queues can build up pretty quick for this one. Number 6, Ice Pilot School. If you thought that Legoland is just made for kids, well then you'd be as wrong as a walrus trying to fly, as we are about to take another flight, but this time is not only a drastic change in the weather that makes it for the thrill seekers, but the inverting too, as when you make it through the majority of the queue line, you will get to customize your very own ride, meaning that if you want to have a nice calm flight, then put the level 1 bricks on, whereas if you want to feel turbulence like you have hopefully never experienced before, then use those level 5 Lego bricks, which still to this very day gives me the shivers. Number 5, Apocalypseburg Sky Battle. Everything is awesome, everything is cool, but do you know that everything is also intense at Lego Movie World, as the park is not only home to one thrill ride, but in fact 4, with the second one also being interactive, just not in the way you may think, because throughout your battle against the Lego Duplos, you will be spun and risen to a height of 40 meters in the air, although the way in which you control the intensity is via the levers on the wings, as by moving them in opposite directions and with help from the wind of course, you can flip yourself upside down even more than on ice pilots. Number 4. Emmet's Flying Adventure Masters of Flight. Have you ever wanted to board the double-decker couch? Well, I will give you one thing better. How about a triple-decker couch? As on this super-duper Lego Movie adventure, you will be able to soar high above Cloud Cuckoo Land, shiver your timbers in Pirates Cove, to meeting Lego UFOs in outer space, just to name a few, all from the comfort of Emmet's flying couch. Plus, as a quick Tom tip before we soar on, my name is Tom, and these are my tips for the best master building experience. We would suggest sitting in the middle of the bottom row, as we feel that along with the special effects, not seeing the roof really immerses you in this bricktastic storyline. Number 3, Dragen. If I was going to drag on about every great part that makes this adventure so awesome, we would literally be here all day. But where the thrills are not the same as the dragons elsewhere, the theming totally makes up for that, with you beginning your magical journey by entering into a medieval castle full of lots of interactive scenes showing you what life is like in the past. Then before you know it, you'll be exploring through these scenes and maybe even coming face to face with the dragon, all before launching, twisting, turning and bouncing around some of the most stunning scenery that I think I have ever seen, thus creating a number 1 spot experience for all of those theming lovers out there, and probably a number 5 for the thrill seekers. Number 2, X-treme Racers. Put your hands on the wheel and your foot to the metal, because if you guess by the name X-treme Racers that this is no ordinary race, then you would be spot on, because as soon as your state-of-the-art Lego race car has been pit stop approved, you will skid around lots of sharp turns, plummet down giant drops, and bounce over its very rough terrain that, when also combined with 60 km maximum speed, has been known in the past to drive some figures out of control. So with all that said, there is only one question remaining. Do you think you have what it takes to win the race, or would you rather spectate from the ground level? Number 1, Polar Explorer. Now can someone please tell me why this number 1 spot coaster is only located at Legoland Billund? It is fun, it is thrilling, and I think as soon as you see the snowmobile racing through the Polar Land, it will also be giving you the shivers. But for me, it is those little surprises that brings it from one of the best rides in the Polar to one of the best on the planet. As spoiler alert, in addition to those much beloved smooth layout and the crazy pops of airtime, you will literally drop into an ice cave and then past real penguins at the end, which you definitely can't experience elsewhere. Thank you all for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.